Hello, everybody. Welcome back to more Ace Attorney. Alright. It's been a day. Hold on. I need to... Microphone. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so it's been a day. We're doing some more Ace Attorney. Hold on. Let me just... Huh, that's interesting. Unfortunately, there was a small delay. But I think the delay is mostly all good now because... it was mostly because there was a small problem that I was dealing with in regards to... What's this? Huh, that's weird. Why is that doing that? I'm trying to figure this out. Hold on. Yeah, it shouldn't be doing that. Okay, there we go. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna make this invisible for now. Just because there's no reason to have it on. Alright, okay, let's get started again with some more Ace Attorney. I'm gonna stream for a little bit. Hopefully. Nothing big happens. Because my brain is a little fried. I did just get off of work. And that means that I'm gonna be a little bit like... Alright, let's continue. Turnabout Samurai. Alright, let's talk to what to do. Well, what should we do? What should we do? How can you just sit there like that? We have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai. Does she want to investigate the case or just do some sightseeing, I wonder? My money's on sightseeing. Any ideas? We don't have enough information to make a case yet. Just admit it, you don't have a clue what happened. No, we just don't have enough information. Okay. Alright. Well. Alright, let's get moving. Let's move to the detention center. October 16th, detention center visitors room. That's this. What's wrong, Maya? It's him, in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client, that's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder, at least once, maybe twice. Whoa, 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 what are you saying? Yes? Something wrong? No, no. This is getting off to a great start. I know, you're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Can't have sound on, but lurking. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna... I'm gonna give Finn a little... that. Alright. Disappointed? Oh no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know. I didn't want to wreck their dreams. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they'll think of the Steel Samurai now. Nick. What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah. He didn't do it. Alright, let's talk. What happened? Maybe you could start by telling us what happened. Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 in the morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. When 5 came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He'd been expertly skewered by the samurai spear. The samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai, uses as a weapon. Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is. Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in the popular kids show. He walks the streets of Neo-Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time. I see. Neo-Old Tokyo, who comes up with those names? Powers' alibi. Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, the morning I came to the studio at 9. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. It was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me in here. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero. Oh, the kids think. I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right, Global Studios. I'll draw you a map. Wow, Nick, let's go. I'm willing to bet $10 she asked for autographs. Alright. Let's go to the studio main gate. Oh, studio main gate. Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome, aren't you excited? Hey, you there! You want in, you gotta go through me. Oh, sorry. We're, lawyers. Oh, yeah, well, that's great. I'm security. It's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Youth today. Something happened. Waste your time. Lawyers don't work the rest of us. Maybe I should become a lawyer too. Sounds like that is it'd be closed. What are these using there? Nick, will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know. It's possible. Hey, listen here. Listen when you're being spoken to, youths today. All right, the studios. So, what do you do here at the studios? At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days... No, you were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Wow. This place has really gone downhill, you know. But 10 years ago, now, that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too. He was. Hammer? The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with. Will Powers. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers? He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought that Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing that, what he did to poor Jackhammer. We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty. Powers, of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job. Mr. Hammer. What kind of person was Jackhammer? What kind of person? Oh, if you only knew. Jackhammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. Should I have heard of that? There was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts, enough to make you cry. Reason for suspicion. Why are you certain Mr. Powers is the killer? I was standing right here yesterday. I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Out the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 o'clock and 2:30 when the murder took place. And that person was Mr. Powers? Yes, I saw him. But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room. Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He is the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along. Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request. I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll let you in. This lady here thinks she owns the place, obviously. Okay. Guess we should go back to the detention center and get a request letter. Hello, how was the studio? They all think I did it, don't they? No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Let's secure your alibi. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? But what? No, I'd never do that. Earlier you said that you were sleeping in your dressing room for lunch. Yes, like a baby. But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime. But what? But that's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. I know, I'm sorry. But I swear on my mama's grave I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me? What did she see? Hold on. Yeah, okay. What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. The security lady. About the security guard at the main gate of the studio. Oh, the security lady? She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking. Yes, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask, were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio. But let her see you stumble once and she'll never let you on. Grr, she's got some nerve. Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. Powers are added. Okay. I just hope this will get me past the security lady. Alright, let's go back to the studio. And present this. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers. Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl. Powers request given to the security lady. To think he would entrust his fate to youth such unreliable appearance. Really? Really? Anyway, you may pass. But only left from here. Towards the studios. No going to the right. That's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. The good detective told me himself. Hey, Nick. Huh? There were maps in the security guard station. Hey, not bad. Those are 50 cents a piece, thank you. Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents! Alright. Outside Studio 1. October 16th, Studio 1 entrance. Alright. Oh, Gumshoe. Hey. Aren't you that murderer from the other day? Ah! Is that confused detective? Hey, pal, you know the prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset. It's your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. So? Hey, if he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Well, I think that his feelings get easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can't blame other people all I want. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart. Hey, don't take it so hard. Though is the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on the case too, pal. Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. I'd say he's a character, alright. Alright, what are you doing here? So how's your investigation going, detective? Well, hey, I can't tell you that, pal. Nick, maybe you need to be a little bit more indirect with your questions? Right, so detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report. The latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Autopsy report added to the court record. Alright, reason for arrest. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered the Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30. And that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. Security lady. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady? What a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? Decisive evidence. What kind of evidence? Well, that's her photo. Photo of a steel samurai heading towards the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? See the camera up in the gate, pal? The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah. When someone walks by that camera, that automatically snaps a photo of them. Oh no! Nick, he has evidence. We're finished. Funny, with that hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, Val? You seem down. Don't look so happy. You don't look so happy when you said that. Oh ho 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 ho. We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you'd like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. Ha ha ha. I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go. We've got the free pass to the place. Now is our chance to check things out. Okay. Examine. Hey, there's a camera up there. This is a security camera. Take photos of people going into the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went there, who went where. There's a number plate on the camera, ST1307. Must be the camera ID number. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked. Looks like you need a key card to get in. It makes sense that they would keep the non-employees out. Alright, what is this? The studio mascot. Guess it's a monkey of some kind? What kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right to Studio 1, left to Studio 2. What's up with that thing? It kinda looks kinda busted. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday. The head broke off. And it took the tree down with it, too. Oh, I guess it did. Huh, I didn't even notice that. Alright, was there anything else? Nick, look! The security lady is in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah, and they're soft enough that she doesn't need teeth to chew them. Hey, you. Wait, are you satisfied? Powers is guilty yet. I'm satisfied Powers is guilty yet. She has to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Photographic proof. Why didn't you tell me about the security photo, ma'am? Oh, that? I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left from here is the gate with the camera that took the photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. Reason for suspicion. This guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1 o'clock. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one I see go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him, too. If he's not the one who did it, don't know who is. Maybe it was you? Yeah, haha, good one, Sonny. She thinks I was joking. Was the victim Mr. Hammer a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio. Was past tense? Oh, yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate is a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? Automatic camera. Oh, the security camera. Oh, yes, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through the gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when the picture was taken, too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do. Huh. Could I... That runs the security station. Hey, no touching! Damn it. Okay. Alright. Was there anything else I could do here? I don't think so. Studio main gate, and then we're gonna go back to... I'm gonna say... the employee area. Global Studio employee area. Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look, there's Power's dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. Hold on. The door of the dressing room. It's not locked. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir? What do you mean, find? You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear. We don't need a spear. And that's the murder weapon for crying out loud. Alright, let's go inside the dressing room. Studio's dressing room. Power's dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping? Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth, for his sake. Alright. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? Alright, here's the vast array of cosmetics. Oh! This is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie? Nick, try this on. No. And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig? I, kinda like samurai movies. Kinda? Yeah, alright. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. There's some regular suits among the costumes here. These must be his own clothes. It must be fun to wear one of these costumes. I'd say we were already wearing one myself. It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window much. Guess it's kind of dusty outside. This must be Powers' bag. Hey, don't open that. Look! An employee keycard. That must be Powers'. It says Studio 1. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it, you mean. Borrow. Let's just steal his shit. Sure. Anything else? No clues here. Alright, let's go back to the main studio gate, and then let's go back to outside Studio 1. And then let's go check out Studio 1. And this is the studio where they found Jackhammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. I wonder if the key card we borrowed from the dressing room will work. Beep. It opened. Alright, we're in. She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. Alright, let's move inside Studio 1. October 16th, Studio 1. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? The white tape, it's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here, and the still samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. Alright, let's examine this place. The outline where Jackhammer's body lay with tape. His body was still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing would leave at least a few bloodstains. Guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. No clues here. Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of these black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone. A real-life megaphone. Ready, Nick? Action! This girl's more troubled than I thought. No clues. Oh. Wow, look at the camera. That must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hey, you! No touching that! Sorry, my partner is kind of, you know. You know? No, I don't know. Who are you? Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP, I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit. But do what you can for WP, okay? You never heard of Fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry. Leave it to us. Okay. Actually, let's talk to you. The day of the crime. Can you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. The only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Power's dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Okay, Will Powers. Did you know that Will Powers was sleeping in his room? Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private. What kind of girl do you think I am? What kind of... No, I'm sure you're a fine girl, I'm sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Powers' alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. And WP was the only one to come into the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue, a lead. Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some of the studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here on that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't the security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I didn't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. Sensing someone. So you sensed that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think. I think doesn't cut it a witness testimony. Nick, what about the security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. Alright. Let's go talk to the security lady. What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. Assistant's claim. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face. I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here those times? Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone else from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Eek! Alright, you better tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh? Uh, we were told we were just talking to the assistant in Studio One. Her? She's not even a full-time employee. All the young'uns are like that nowadays. And something elders say, yeah. She left. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. The computer that runs the security cameras. Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Powers on this computer. Yeah, maybe. Try it. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how these things work, Nick? Looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see, first I need the date of the murder. Looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. out of the day. 1 p.m. That's when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Alright. Entered. Nothing happened. Huh? Maybe I got the number wrong. Alright, let's try that again. I think it was like this one? Oh no, it was the one in the middle. I'm dumb. Try it. Hey, it printed out the data for that day. Let's see what we got. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the only one who always wears a suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back. Huh, October 15th, 2 o'clock p.m., photo number 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data in that day. Nope, that's the only one on the computer. Powers' photo was added to the court record. Hey, Nick, can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah. Put that security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke. So, are we done for today? I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady. I don't think it is. I think that would be too easy. I think she's a red herring. Yeah, I don't think she's actually the killer. I think she's the red herring. So let me see. Alright, Edgeworth is once again on the other side. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show this court that at 2:30 on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well, I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well, I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the mornings here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. that day. Past the security station, there's the gate. Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and young woman assistant, All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. After that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead later that day to 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. Time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to that whole thing again? No, I think we're good. I think I probably remember that. The murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. Samurai spear added to the court record. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Will the witness declare her name? Why aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid we're a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need to be so embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please? Seems Edris has a bit of trouble getting his witness to say their names. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. Just call me Grandma, so you... that was not you. The children believe it. I was a boy in the cat. Objection, I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now the witness is stationed at the main gate of the day of the murder, correct? Yes, sir, I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. Alright. Let's start. Witness account. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest of them had been doing a run-through since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 p.m. when I got to the guard station. From then until 5 p.m. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by at 2 o'clock p.m. It was Powers, that man right there. He was heading towards the studio. Okay. You saw the defendant then? Very well, let's begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Alright. Let me press that. What kind of errands? Oh, well, you know. Answer the question. Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers, observing, you know. Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station? Whippersnapper, I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job. I'm not sure your boss would see it that way. Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run-throughs, always. Never missed one in all my years. Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run through too. You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty. Not a bad idea. Me, because certain men walk by. 2 o'clock, you're sure? Sure as spit. Well, who was the man? You should try not to get so excited at your age. You might strain something. Now, don't get your skivvies in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was. I'm gonna press this. So you saw Mr. Powers. That's what I said. Got wax in your ear, Sonny? You pull a secret weapon. Hold on, I'm gonna present. Objection. Let me get this straight, old bag, or Miss Old Bag. You said you've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Miss Old Bag. Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in the court is accusing you of that, Mr. Witness. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Humph, nosy mold man. Of course I have proof. What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the old witness. Please make known all the information of your possession in your possession ahead of time. How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good evidence, pal. He didn't even give me a second look. Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof, then. The man in the photo. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You see he's dragging his leg, see? Clear as day. And that's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? So he sprained his ankle. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Action scene. Let me press this. Trip and fall. Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. You helped him make it better? I kissed it where it hurt. Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant, then? Oh, her? She was cleaning the backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. You may continue your testimony. Okay. He broke a prop. Sure did. His own samurai spear. His samurai spear, the murder weapon? Luckily, I was there to fix it with duct tape. This strikes me as a significant detail. Better write this down in the court record. Okay. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me, which is, where is the Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We were looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes? And it's clear that the person in the Steel Samurai was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. Are you sure they've... Your Honor? Hold on, I'm gonna object to that. Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that the photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. Also we have to consider that possibility also. Ready to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. Okay. That was 2:30, true? Went there. If they had, they would have seen them. So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Hold on. That doesn't... Something about this isn't adding up. Because when I saw it go into the studio before then was Will Powers. Press that. Before you got to the guard station. You mean before 1 o'clock? Everyone was in the employee area before then. Alright. I think I'm gonna save and then... I think I'm gonna save this. And just like... Yeah, I'm not really feeling it. I'll get back to this a little later. I'll get back to this a little later. Sorry, y'all. I'm just kind of not feeling